The line actually begins construction. The future city has already begun in Saudi Arabia. According to drone footage recorded by OT Sky Company and uploaded to YouTube by the architecture news website DZine, construction on the line has recently started. But although the construction appears to have begun, some insist that this vertical megacity is too unrealistic to work. Does Saudi Arabia have all the pieces in place to ensure that the project will succeed? Or will it be another failed mega project? Let's get it on. So, the line is a self-contained megacity with plans to measure 1,600 feet tall, 650 feet wide, and 105 miles long is now underway. The drone footage is exactly 1 minute long, and for the first minute it shows a swarm of construction trucks and personnel working in the desert while triumphant orchestral music plays in the background. According to CNBC, the line is a part of a broader project called NEOM, which aims to construct 3 futuristic regions in Saudi Arabia. A high-speed rail system will connect these regions. Aside from the line, which has the capacity to house 9 million people, it has plans for a mountain air retreat called Trohena that would feature activities like skiing, cycling, water sports, and other pursuits. It also has plans for a floating industrial complex called Oxagon. According to the company's website, the line is a concept that depicts how the future will look like. Simply, the line will serve as a destination and home for people who have lofty goals and wish to contribute to creating a new paradigm for sustainable living, working, and flourishing. It has a budget of over $500 billion, part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 initiative. This initiative intends to diversify the Saudi economy and lessen the nation's reliance on oil. But is the line really something that could happen? Recently, Anthony Vives, the chief urban planning officer of the project, was interviewed by CNBC and said that the project is a tough, bold, and incredibly ambitious undertaking and is certainly not easy to complete. Despite this, they are making significant headway, and it is motivating to see the vision become a reality. However, there have been a lot of people who have voiced their concerns about the project. According to Vice's reporting, many industry professionals think that the project's concept is impractical and unfeasible. In particular, many critics have questioned whether or not this mega city would be created in a manner that is as sustainable as they say it will be. According to Rowan Moore, who writes for The Guardian on architecture, problems start to arise when looking at the line from an urbanist point of view. How can such a large project in any way be sustainable, given that its construction would result in, according to one estimate, more than 1.8 billion tons of carbon dioxide? This is comparable to more than 4 years' worth of emissions from the whole United Kingdom. So why would anyone choose to live in such a constricted space where they would be subject to constant surveillance and harsh control? Moore emphasized that the project as a whole had resulted in human rights violations because members of the Hueta tribe who had resisted being forcibly removed from their homes to make way for the project had been arrested and sentenced to death as a consequence of their actions. Interestingly, people who live at the lower end of the line will get almost no daylight because they're so far away from the sun. This is due to the lack of openings along the side walls. Many experts have suggested that due to the sandstorms experienced in the desert and the amount of resistance to the strong winds that this project will be required to have, it is possible that they will not put on windows on the ground floors. So, to enjoy the breeze, you must get to the top of the line every time. If you don't see it as a huge concern, note that the line will be 1,600 feet tall. This is significantly taller than the Empire State Building. Due to such factors, it will not be a good idea to live at the very bottom of the line. It is also interesting to note that the line has no roof of any kind and is completely open. This implies that direct sunlight during the summer would penetrate the line unobstructed, causing the temperature to be intolerably high in the confined space. Temperatures throughout the summer can reach 45 degrees Celsius, which is equivalent to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Because of this, the air conditioning will need to be top-notch even to counteract disasters such as fires inside the line. Otherwise, it may be like an oven inside. Even though it doesn't rain very often in the desert, there is still the possibility that a cloudburst will provide some flash floods. And even while it doesn't last very long, the rain that falls during one may be fairly heavy and measure more than 25 centimeters in an hour. This suggests that the line would occasionally get flooded if the roof is not closed. The water may get up to your ankles. We hope they've given some attention to the various issues and have a plan in place for these situations. Then comes the human factor. Would you be willing to live in a line stretching 170 kilometers long across the middle of a desert? It is comparable to spending one's life in a post-apocalyptic bunker in a little room all to oneself. If you intend to make that location your permanent home, you will have to create your own community within the boundary lines. Even though you have everything that a regular city would have, the fact that you can't take a fast journey by car probably wouldn't make many people happy living there. Don't forget the fact that artificial intelligence will be utilized in the management of everything. Because of this, your capacity to preserve your privacy will be significantly compromised. And because of the controversy surrounding the project and the tremendous amount of work that would be required, many people are skeptical about whether or not the line will ever be constructed or completed. The rest of the world will have to do nothing but wait and see what happens in the meantime. In the years to come, the line may serve as the layout of many future cities, or it will only ever be realized in the pages of science fiction novels. It's just a matter of time. Now, you might be wondering, what are the Saudis doing to address the various issues? The majority of the land that makes up the line will be preserved both for the people's quality of life and for the health of the surrounding ecosystem. The design of the line's architecture provides a seamless way to dwell harmoniously with the surrounding environment. During the construction of the line, stringent environmental limitations will be in place to safeguard both the natural environment and the site's extensive history. No construction project may move forward unless it passes the stringent international sustainability criteria designed to ensure a circular carbon economy. However, even though environmental preservation is one of the line's most important priorities, the adopted approach makes it possible for the organization to fulfill this commitment without endangering its ability to entice commercial and entrepreneurial investment. To make the creation of microclimatic zones possible, the environment has been meticulously arranged to give an optimal balance of sunshine, shade, and natural ventilation. Moreover, the city's many parks and other green spaces will make the environment more pleasant for those who live here, work here, and visit here. So how is it possible to build a city without streets and vehicles? This project demonstrates the line's forward-thinking approach to the urban planning challenges of the 21st century. The land currently occupied by autos and congested highways will be reclaimed by nature as a result of infrastructure that operates in harmony with the environment. This may also result in views that are more beautiful and peaceful. It is anticipated that various renewable energy sources will be utilized to power communities, which will result in relocating industries out of the towns and promoting an environment free of pollution. Communities may be strengthened and made more convenient and walkable for people by emphasizing walking or cycling more than vehicles as the primary transportation mode. There will be access to all of the required amenities and services within walking distance of no more than 5 minutes. A few examples of the infrastructure and support services that will be readily blended into specified sites running in an invisible layer along the line include transportation, utilities, digital infrastructure, and logistics. Moreover, long commutes will become a thing of the past owing to high-speed transportation, making life easy and stress-free. But how will the line guarantee the development of future businesses and advanced industry? The line will fuel the Greater Neom project as it evolves into an innovation hub. This center will allow large firms and upcoming enterprises to conduct research, foster ideas, and commercialize groundbreaking discoveries to progress civilization. By placing commerce and industry at the heart of the future communities, the line will play a role in aiding the redesigning of supply chains and developing novel and superior working methods. It will foster innovative ideas and provide business owners with increased power. Evidently, the line addresses the most urgent global problems by utilizing cutting-edge technology, up-to-date infrastructure, production methods, and designs that center on people. It will transform various industries, including transportation, clean energy, artificial intelligence, and robotics with a greater focus on the environment and sustainability. But when will the line be ready? The core components of the project were supposed to be finished by 2022, and the extension was supposed to be finished by 2025. But Saudi Arabia is already running behind schedule. Now it is anticipated that it will be completed by 2030. However, due to disruptions to the schedule, the due date may still be moved further. It is possible that by 2035, that's when the general public will have access to it. Everything is determined by the amount of money and resources required to make the line a success. Well, what do you think of this project? Do you think that it will one day be a dream come true for Saudi Arabia, or will it just be another failed project? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more of our luxurious content. And why not click on another video showing now? This is The Luxurious. Talk to you in the next video.